Greetings and welcome to another excellent World of Tanks video. You're looking at the Girls und Panzerkampfwagen 4 Ausführung H. That's German for Panzer IV Model H, but that was in German. So I got the tank, obviously, that you see here. And what I want to do is show you, some of the things about this that's really good. Now, I was talking to Hayden earlier, and he told me that this tank is exactly the same as the tech tree. Okay, actually, that's not 100% true. There's a possibility that there's a difference. He said there is the Panzer IV-H in the regular tech tree. Now, there may be a minuscule difference here or there. I don't know for sure, so I don't want to put words into Hayden's mouth and make it sound like he made a statement that he didn't say. It seems as if it's the same. I didn't actually check it, and he didn't actually say they were the same. They probably are very, very close, if not identical, except that this is the premium model, and this one comes with the school identification, as you see on the side of the track skirt, and the anglerfish on the skirt for the turret. But I believe they're basically identical. Now, on the tech tree model, you can change those emblems. On this tank, you can change nothing. It looks like this forever because it's from the TV show, and that's how they have it on the TV show. So this is what you're stuck with, if you want to call it that. But you get a premium bonus on this tank. So, tomato, tomato. If you don't want the premium bonus and you want to be able to change all your things, well then, just get the regular model. Me, I'm not a big medium tank guy, so I got it for free on Operation, and I played it and it was good. So that was great. Now, if you saw the video that I posted from the Girls und Panzer operation, Brownie himself got a tremendous 3-star German commander, which he said was going to go in this tank, which was a great idea. I highly recommend putting a German 3-star commander to help you advance your crew progress in this tank. It just makes it a little more fun as well, because it actually plays very well, and I have a couple of games I can show you. But I had a different idea when I thought about it, because I have the same commander that he was going to stick in his, and I could do the same thing, and it would be an awesome thing. And I'm going to show you that I had another idea that I thought was just as good. And since he had done version A, I'm going to do version B, and I'm going to show that to you. So if you like it, I hope you will leave a like for this video. That would help spread the word. Make sure you tell your friends, because this will help them as well to learn about this tank a little bit, and maybe they'll leave a like or subscribe. So now I'm going to show you my version B that I came up with. It is, after all, Girls und Panzer, which, for those of you who may not know, it means literally it's girls. It's American, obviously, or English. Girls and armor is what that literally means. So it's girls and a tank, because in German they refer to the tank as armor. So it's one of those things. In German, sometimes words like Panzer have more than one meaning, and they don't make a new word for it. They just use that word. So it's girls and tank. It's what the TV show, essentially, that's what the title means in German. Although it's a combined language, it's English girls and then and then German und Panzer. So I thought, well, heck, the best girl commander I have is Hawk Girl. Yes, her name is Hilder, but I always call her Hawk Girl because, come on. There you go. So now let's go look at the equipment of this tank. Let me show you, what's going on here. Okay, so I had a really funny thing that happened. Is that the games I played, what I did is I had put in the advanced armor, and I had a network problem, so I just stopped last night and then came back today to finish off the video. But I played some games because I needed to have a couple of games, one or two games, anyway, for the video, and I had forgotten that these 3 items were missing. So what happens is I played those games and I was like, man, and I'll show you the videos. It's really, really kind of appropriate, kind of humorous, ironically, and just, oddball, because that's never happened before. Normally when I start a video, I finish it in one sitting. So this is the restarted version because of the goof up. Anyway, what happened, I played those games with only the advanced armor, no reloader, no equipment for the reloader, no equipment fan, and no vision. Everything else was as you see it here. But it affected the gameplay, and I'll mention it to you in the video of the actual matches where it makes a difference. It's like, okay, it's kind of a good lesson because it lets you see the stock abilities of this tank without these things added. And these are the things I added after playing the games to see what I needed or what I felt that I needed, and then look at the things. So we'll cover these real quick. Advanced armor. I put this in every medium and every heavy tank because they're the only ones that can have it. It gives you a 5% deflection of damage. Basically, it makes you one shot harder to kill most of the time. Not every time, but most of the time. Probably 90% in that range. Reload. This thing had a very good reload from the beginning, and I have set it to maximize the reload. So it now has the minimum reload possible, which is 2.84 seconds. The stock reload with my commander, my stock reload was 3.24 seconds. So basically I knocked off 0.4 seconds, which was really good. And that was with the help of the fan, which is the ventilation. I just call it fan because it's a lot simpler. Now, I always like to remind people, the fan, the enhanced rations, which is right here, and then the born leader, all 3 do exactly the same thing. And in this tank, this is one of the tanks where you can put all 3 of those in there. So I get 1, 2, and then born leader gives me the 3rd crew performance improvement. Very valuable, very excellent. Tanks that cannot have those are artilleries, for example, and some open cockpit snipers. Like a javelin or any artillery, doesn't really matter. Not every artillery. Some of them have a closed cockpit, like the Equalizer has a closed cockpit, but most artilleries have an open air cockpit. So if it has an open air cockpit like an M56 tank destroyer, you can't add the fan. Just for better breathing of the crew. So tremendous improvement here. And then I decided the last one, I wanted to have the vision because my vision was like 408 in the games as you see it played. And with the addition of the crew performance enhancement of the fan, as well as the optical, advanced optics, it knocked it from 408 to 458. A huge jump. And that was like no-brainer for me. So there's a couple other things here. With the things I added, you go with the crew and performances. So we get the reload times down to 2.84. That's dead center bottom column. On the bottom, the left column, you'll see the turret of the tank picture. And under that, turret rotation speed went up to 48.73. For me, I say the target is 50. You'd like to have 50 if you can get it. Well, I could get 50 if I used enhanced gasoline, but I'm not doing that. This is perfectly fine as it is. Accuracy during rotation, 1.5 out, 1.58, which is also affected by crew performance. So that was all good. Accuracy of this tank, 0.31, very solid. You know, not a problem at all. It performed quite well in general. So now I'm ready to show you actual game action of this, and you'll see why. As I mentioned during the game footage, I'll mention why I did what I did here in the equipment, because it makes perfect sense when you see the games played. Welcome to Arctic region. Okay, so here we are. Girls on Panzer 4. Now, in this match, you'll see by the rosters, there's 8 tier 6s, 7 tier 5s on each side. So basically, you're either a primary 6 or a secondary 5. And I say that as far as your relative strength. So as a secondary class player in this tank, I'm going to hang back as a support guy. Something happens, I'll move in to help, but I'm not in position to really go out and bully people because I'm not bigger than them. They're bigger than me. And then also, I'm aware of my relative ability as a medium tank player. I don't consider myself an expert by any means. I'm not a specialist of medium tanks. That's not my deal. But I'm above average for sure. I mean, I have had good games here and there. But I'm not crazy. I don't act like I'm a superstar when I'm in a tank class where I'm not a superstar, or I'm also not at the top of the heap in the position to execute something as if I were. So, you got to be aware of your limitations. So, do what you can do and don't try to be greedy. So me, I'm playing defense. I'm just observing, keeping my eyes open in case something happens where I can assist people. That's my primary role. Also, I'm not really an expert in the Panzer 4. I have a Crafts Panzer 4, and it was good and everything, but I rarely play it. But I've tested it out. When I go to play matches, as a general rule, medium tanks are not the first thing that ever comes to mind. Those are operation type tanks that I'll do it then. Or if I'm going with my friends and they need a specific, guy to run something, I'll do it there. To help the overall team. But if I'm doing it for myself, I'm not choosing medium tanks. Here, I'm in this tank because this is the new operation tank. I want to test it out and see how good it is. So here we have a Japanese Tiger, which is a heavy tank number 6. So I just helped out. I made one shot on him of damage. Nothing spectacular. But these guys are not in positions where I can easily do anything against them. I've played this map a bunch, and I know, how it kind of goes in general. So I thought, well, don't have any opportunities, so let me go take a look over here and see what's up. Because I see this sniper is being attacked and he's lit up. So he's probably distracted. Tagged him and killed him. I'll take it. Now, I only got like 35 hit points ballpark off of him. Because that was the shot, that's all he had left. He had a fraction of a shot left of health, and I hit him and killed him. Lucky for me. Sometimes you stick your nose out and you get lucky. Okay, that's what that was. Now I was headed over here to where that mark was, and that guy just got killed. I'm like, eh. I was slow on the movement there. So that was my decision making missed opportunity. It wasn't really a mistake, but it's a missed opportunity. Let's put it that way. So I'm using my good mobility, and this feels like a good mobility tank. So that part on the driving, it feels pretty good. So I'm headed around because there's no place else to go really for me since I'm already over here. You know, as you can see, I move much faster than this Japanese Tiger that this guy's driving. Heavy tank number 6 is a Japanese Tiger. So it looks kind of odd when you look at it and there's no German black cross. I have it, and you know, it's great. It's just like another Tiger 6. You know, when I say 6, I mean tier 6. So here I'm moving in because once again, you get from that familiarity, and I'm familiar with this map. I thought, great, I'm going to get a chance to nail this sniper. I got him. Oh man, I didn't get him. Well, I thought, man, I was faster. I could get to this guy. But in the game, I didn't realize all I have is advanced armor. I don't have the tracks. I don't have the fan, and I don't have the optics. But I was unaware of that in the game because I was working on the video originally yesterday and then came back today, so I'd completely forgotten about it. And that was it. Fantastic stuff. Those guys played outstanding, and they deserve to be at the top. I didn't do hardly anything. I don't deserve to be in their presence, actually. Oh no. Okay, so here's the end of game screen for the match you just saw. Like I said, you know, it just wasn't a great matchup for me specifically. And it wasn't bad either. You know, that was perfectly fine. I only killed one because I got lucky. I only hit 2 shots. One on the Tiger, one on that S35 CA sniper. And that killed him because he was, you know, almost dead. So I ended up, well, I was on a winning team, doing my job, doing support, just, you know, looking out. Sometimes that's all you can do. So don't feel bad about that. It's like, okay, I didn't do much, but I didn't have to do much because every time I was about to shoot the guy, like the sniper, he was dead. And I was going to go fight that other medium, and then he was killed before I could get there. So, hey, my team was good. No problems. You know, picked up 3,500 commander points for this commander, which wasn't bad, especially considering I didn't do much. But there's different kinds of I didn't do much, and this was, you can't do anything when you don't have the real opportunity. You know, I wasn't successful, and I wasn't a failure. So I just didn't do things because things didn't happen. You know, that's the way it goes sometimes, the flow. Sometimes you get a chance to really hunker down and do some business. Other times, like this one, you don't. You can't score if you don't find anybody. So, yeah, it's okay. It's fine. No problem. Don't worry about it. No medals. I didn't do anything. Also, I didn't do anything bad. So that's good, too. So, 10th place, well, you know, it was all right. I got a kill. I did what I could when I was there. But I had also made a mistake and had 3 empty equipment spots. So, I can't blame anybody on that except myself. So anyway, let's go check out the next game. Welcome to Berlin. Okay, this one is much better. Now this game, check out the roster. This is a 5 and 4 combo match. It's really bad for the 4s because there's like, what, 10 5s. So again, keep in mind, I'm not a medium superstar. It's not my specialty. But I'm going to do a good job. But now, as a 5, I'm going to have more responsibility to do stuff because I'm not in the support, you know, class. The first class, the 5s, those are the action guys. The 4s, those guys are primarily support, you know, hang out, see a guy in combat, come in, assist, what have you, but don't go out by yourself. You're going to get annihilated. You're not a superstar. And even if you are a superstar as a tier 4 in a tier 5 match, that difference means you're not a superstar in that tank against that opposition. Don't be greedy. That's the advice my dad gave us. Don't be greedy when you're, in competition. Do your business. Do what you can do. Do what you do well, whatever that is. And don't worry about somebody else who does something different than you. In a team game like this, you're valuable and they're valuable. You're not in competition with the guy in your team. I mean, you sort of are. Only one guy can be MVP. And that's fine. It's not a problem. You just do your best in each game, and you're going to be fine. People are going to go, man, that guy's a good player. And that's really all you can ask for. Tag that dude. Come on, take a look at this guy. No, I mean, that guy might be, barely visible above the ridge edge, but I can't see him really. I'm not going to kill myself because, again, this is not my specialty. I've never been in a big, fight battle with this tank, so I don't know what kind of hit it can take, etc. Got to be careful. Don't be stupid. That's another one of my dad's advice. Don't be stupid. Don't be greedy. Another one is don't be fancy. Don't try to do something you can't do. If you're slow, don't try to act like you're fast, because you're gonna find out real quick you're not fast. If your armor's weak, don't act like your armor is strong, because it isn't. Every tank has its strengths and weaknesses, and try to figure out what those are relative to your own ability and try to maximize the capabilities. Yeah, I'm shooting this guy here, and I would really have benefited from the updated reload rate, because I would have gotten for sure one more shot on him, maybe two. But at this point, since I'm not, an ace of this tank by any means, I knew I had a good opportunity here, but again, I don't have any extra speed. If I had it tracked, I'd have been in better shape. I rammed into that tank that stopped me dead. It's like, okay, that really killed my momentum. So that was my mistake. So, I did good. We were winning this match. I dropped that guy's health down big time. So that was a successful-ish encounter. Was I great? No. Did I help my team? Absolutely yes. So your first goal needs to be to make sure whatever you're doing is helping your team. I achieved that goal. And now this guy's come in. He didn't cash in, but the VK30 came in, and that guy is going to cash in. He got that other guy. Oh, I'm sorry. No, it wasn't the VK30. It was Scorpion King. Yeah, he got with the Japanese sniper. So terrific shot from him. So that was fantastic. This is the VK30 that killed the other guy. So that was good. I mean, I thought that was a real good match. Now I know what kind of damage I did. You'll see at the end of the match that it was, real solid. Especially when I was missing 3 equipment items, because somebody forgot to put them in. I'm not going to name any names, but we all know it starts with D. So these guys are trying to find the last guy. Now I know where he's at. He's over here in like Hotel 1. Getting this guy, there he is right there. That's why when I saw this VK30 guy, stuck with him, because I knew where he was going. Outstanding job. Nice view of the Reichstag. So those guys did great. No question about it. Real solid performance. Happy to be on a winning team for sure. All right. We're back in the end of game screen, and here you can see what I told you. I had almost 1,000 damage, you know, almost 300 spotting, so it was like 1,200 plus combined. Not a problem. Solid performance. Didn't make a kill, but that's all right. I was missing 3 equipment slots, so I'm not complaining at all. Got almost 5,000 commander points. Fantastic stuff. Let's go check out the medals. Fire for effect. Did more damage than my hit points. That's always good. 3rd class, not a bad game. Top 3 guys did great, of course. Number 4, fine. I ended up number 5 overall. Again, I'm just trying to help my team. Don't do anything crazy. I did that. I achieved that goal. It was very good. No problems at all. The tank plays very smoothly. It drives well. So I thought it was really good overall. So in conclusion, the tank works really great. Real solid. No problems at all. You can see why it's, you know, it was a useful tank in, you know, in the actual war effort. Very solid. Now the other thing that I want to make sure you remember is that you're with this tank, you're stuck the way it looks. If you don't like that, you know, that's your business. It's fine for me. If you want to get a camo version of this tank, yeah, just go get the one from the tech tree. It's not really expensive. And that one you can put the camo on there, etc., and the classic emblems. So this is, you know, a fantasy TV show version, which is, you know, nothing wrong with that. I thought it played great. Just a fun tank to play with. So I think you'll enjoy it. And the best part is, if you do the operation and complete it, you get it for free. Can't complain. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, it would really be nice if you could leave a like for it. Tell your friends if you would. That way they can learn about this. Maybe leave a like. Maybe even subscribe. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Glad you were here. Look forward to seeing you again in another video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.